Have you ever wondered why someone may talk extremely close to you, or why someone might be violating your personal space? The theory that I chose for this assignment encompasses all of these personal space issues and violations. I'm here to inform you of my topic of choice, the expectancy violations theory. This theory is centered around the study of personal space and how people use their personal space around them. Close talkers hold an important role about this topic, as they do not understand what personal space is or why it exists. I also created a website about this topic and featured blog posts about close talkers because I thought it was interesting and worth exploring. Hi, my name is Alex Ford, and I'm a junior at Youngstown State University. I'm majoring in communication studies and minoring in marketing. I chose this topic for my website because I believe that understanding where another individual's personal space boundaries may lie is interesting and worth exploring. First, I'll share some of the features of my website. Next, I'll tell you some successes, failures, and tips that I learned during this journey. And finally, I'll share some of my plans for the future. Now that I've introduced my topic to you, I'll continue on with sharing some of the functions of my website. Function number 1 is that my website includes an About page. On this About page, that's where I shared information with my visitors on my site. That information included insider information about myself and also information about why I chose the topic that I chose. My website also includes a blog page. This is where I posted the content curation assignment, blog information posts about my topic. Here, my visitors can click on the links of my blog posts that'll bring them to the posts that I had on my website throughout this class. My website also features a contact page. My contact page was available for my visitors to read up on my school email, and I also instructed them that they could email me whenever they needed to on questions about my website, and I would answer them as soon as I possibly could. Now that I've given some insight functions on my website, I'll continue on to share some of the successes, failures, and tips that I learned along this journey. One success I had was that my site was simple to use and laid out easily. This success showed me that when my site was simple to use, I had visitors continue to come back. My visitors stayed intrigued with my content, and it made them want to come and read more. A trick that I learned because of this was to keep my colors on my website easy and the blog posts readable and easy to use as well. The second success that I had on my website was I had a heightened number of page views. Over this 4.5 weeks that we were watching our website on Google Analytics, I had 161 page views. This success showed me that when I update my website regularly, it kept my visitors intrigued and they wanted to come back and read the new posts that I had. A trick that I learned from this was to always have a new blog post up and ready within 3 days of the last one being posted so that my visitors had something new to read every time they came back. A failure that I experienced on this journey was not actively sharing my website on social media. This failure showed me that when I do post about my website on social media, I have a heightened number of page views and visitors coming back versus when I don't share it on social media. A trick that I learned to combat this failure was to post whenever I posted a new blog post on my page and share it or tweet about it, whichever platform I was using. I learned that I needed to market my website to get page views and to get my visitors to come back. Now that I've shared some successes and failures that I've experienced on this journey, I will continue to share some of my plans for the future. One plan is to keep my site going. I really enjoyed this website assignment and creating my website in general. I plan to keep this blog post updated, and I will also probably use this for future college classes if I need to. Because I had a well-constructed website, I believe that it would be easier to add to this website or change it as it is already existing if I need to use it in the future. Another plan for the future is I might create other websites. Like I said earlier, I really enjoyed this website assignment, and I think that I will use this to make websites on future projects, assignments that I have for other classes as well. And I'll also use what I've learned on social media to post and market my website on those platforms. The third thing that I'll use for the future is the skills that I learned on Google Analytics. So I'll continue to keep analyzing my existing website and thinking about my page views and sharing it on Instagram or Twitter or any platform I need to get my sessions and average number of visitors back on track. And I'll also use this for existing or future professional jobs, because my communications major and my minor in marketing may need me to explore a website or analyze a website, and I can use what I've learned on Google Analytics to do just that. So in conclusion, the expectancy violations theory was an interesting and fun topic to explore because it encompasses everything about personal space and how people use their own personal space around them. In this presentation, I informed you about my topic of choice and also about close talkers in regard to that topic. I centered my research around the close talkers, which is also how I posted my blog posts, and that was the content in which it engulfed. I constructed a website as well where I posted the blogs about these topics and interesting page view websites. To review, first I shared the functions of my website. Next, I told you about some of the successes, failures, and tricks that I learned along this experience. And finally, I told you about my plans for the future. To close this presentation, the next time someone talks extremely close to you or may violate your personal space, just understand that they might not know what they're doing and that they don't understand what personal space may be. On my website, I have a video tutorial on how to deflect a really close talker or someone that might be violating your personal space. Go check it out at www.comtodaywebsite.com/Weebly. Thank you for listening.